Hello guys, welcome back to John's Montreal beer reviews. The big beer season's still going on. I've got another beer from my cellar, so to say. So this bottle is from 2010, but it's from the last half of the year. This is the Southern Tier Imperial Choklat. It's essentially an Imperial Choklat Stout. This is part of the Blackwater Series. And if you know Southern Tier, which is a brewery from Lakewood, New York, the brewers there really like to play around with the limits and like to extend the limits and push them and just come up with these crazy big beers that make perfect sense. So I'm always excited to try a new one from them. This one is a Canadian version, so I got it from Boris Barbarian. He brought it from Toronto back in, I guess, the end of 2010. It's a seasonal release, so it's released every November. So the Blackwater Series is, I think, 4 beers from Southern Tier. They have an Imperial Oatmeal Stout. They have this chocolate one. They have a milk stout called Creme Brulee. It's a fantastic brew. I've had it before, I couldn't review it back then. Then they have Java coffee stout, and then they have a blend of the Java and the chocolate, which is called the Mocha. It's an actual beer that's brewed with chocolate, of course. So in this case, the chocolate taste will not solely come from the roasted malts. It will also come from the additional chocolate or extract or whatever they use. So it's 9.5% ABV. Big bummer bottle. Let's start it. I'm ready for the chocolate. I've got to say, I've had quite a few chocolate stouts throughout these last few years of me, tasting beers. But I don't think I've ever had a beer that's a chocolate stout and this strong in ABV. This is as dark as it probably appears on camera. Really dark brown color. Very nice, lovely, creamy, kind of light brown head to it as well. Hands down, it smells like the most chocolatey beer I've ever had. So it's mostly milk chocolate, a bit of bitter chocolate at the back, some roastiness, some dark fruit there as well. Hints of licorice, a bit of that spicy kind of dark spices. Touch of vanilla maybe there. But mostly it's just that, it smells like maybe hot chocolate or chocolate milk or milkshakes, chocolate flavored milkshakes or something. Alright. Ooh! Wow. As I recall, the Creme Brulee Stout, which is the only other Blackwater Series of beer I've had from Southern Tier, this has the same mouthfeel. I wouldn't call it, thick, but it's very dense. Super intense flavor from the start to the finish. Kind of opens up, swells in with a more kind of bitter chocolateness, and then you get some sweetness with some roastiness, and in the back it's back to being bitter, but with a bit of a sweet note as well to it. This is like liquid dessert. Well, I guess I stand corrected. I've had the Brooklyn Black Chocolate Stout, which is also very strong, but that didn't have chocolate added to it. So this is the strongest beer with chocolate I've had. Getting enough prunes at the back as well, dark fruit. Very sweet, but also very slight hints of alcohol. It tastes like, it tastes like those chocolate sweets filled with a certain spirit, cognac filled chocolates, brandy filled chocolates, things like that. So if you like that, it's super nice. Yeah, I guess it really reminds me of that. This has a slight grapiness to it as well, together with that dark fruit taste I'm describing. So some people say that this beer is mostly for chocolate lovers. If you don't like chocolate, you should probably stay away from it. But I'd say, rather than making it so strict, I'd say this is a dessert beer. So if you're into desserts, no matter if it's just chocolate or cake or something, you will for sure enjoy this. This is a lovely beer to have after dinner, or just, when you feel like a nice dessert that's rich and flavorful and satisfying, and that, will give you a slight buzz maybe if you're into that, but it shouldn't get you drunk, so it's a perfect balance. Anyway, I'll be back in a few moments. I'm going to enjoy this thoroughly and come back. Ooh boy, this is just awesome. This is really amazing. This is easily the best dessert beer I've ever had. Basically, I think this is the beer's answer to the dessert liqueurs, things like Sheridans and Baileys and things like that. I think it's even more intense than those liqueurs, and it's not as boozy. There's something I'm kind of confused about. On the Beer Advocate and on Southern Tier's website, This beer is 11% ABV, just like the creme brulee, but here in the bottle it says 9.5. Sometimes Canadian laws make the brewers from the States kind of, alter the information sometimes. We might have artificially lowered the ABV. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna, judge it as both a 9.5 and 11% beer. I'm actually gonna give this 10 out of 10. I was debating between a 9 and a 10. But I think overall it performs really, really well and really impressively. If you think you're too kind of inexperienced for heavy beer like this, I suggest you try this with a friend or something. Split this bottle, enjoy it thoroughly, just enjoy the complex flavors of this beer, the multi-layered chocolateness of this beer. Huge respect to Southern Tier and all the people who work at that brewery, because this is amazing. This is truly what craft beer should be like. So once again, 10 out of 10 for chocolate from Southern Tier. That's about it, guys. That's all I've got to say for this review. So stick to good beer, guys. Check out my other reviews, comment. Please check out my Facebook page at DM's Montreal Beer Reviews. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Stick to beer.